What's up, XRP family? Thank you guys for joining the video for today. We have some very good stuff going on. Let's take a look first at the XRP price, which is very interesting right now. $2.42. As you can see, I have predicted this moment before because what I said, guys, I said it would consolidate until the 20th of January, and till now that is still the case, right? And why 20th January? Because it's a very specific date where Trump actually gets inauguration, and we will see him get the White House, and he will be the president. So all of these things will have a significant run on crypto, right? Trump being pro-crypto and all. I have said it many times. So let's take a look. Payments, trending, and lending on the XRPL, because I believe that one thing specifically will change everything for the XRP ledger, and that is the tokenization of real-world assets. Let's take a look at this.
Ecosystem, I know you're working a lot on that you can share with us.
Yeah, definitely. I'm super excited for 2025. A couple big things that we have on our product roadmap on RippleX are the MPT token, which is a new token standard that is purpose-built to support real-world assets. So we've proposed that as an amendment to the XRP ledger. We're waiting for the validator community to decide whether or not they want to adopt that. But we believe that that's a really strong foundation for tokenizing real-world assets.
Tokenizing real-world assets, that is something that they are working on currently, which will actually, guys, change everything, because that's when things like real-world assets will be tokenized, and that is actually the real market. That is where you can put real stuff on the ledger, where the volume will pour in, and that is something that is not currently really available, right?
From there, I think while tokenization is a huge tailwind in the industry, eventually, tokenizers are going to wonder, okay, what do I do with it now that it's on chain? How can I extract value for myself, for my users? And that's where DeFi protocols come in. So two that we're especially excited about are permission DEX. So that will power Ripple payments initially, and then hopefully other devices thereafter. And that basically allows for on-chain decentralized trading in a permissioned environment, but built in a way such that there can be arbitrage with the open markets and really, liquidity maximized in that regard. So perfect kind of rails for institutional trading to be brought on chain. The second one I'm especially excited about is lending on XRPL mainnet. We'll originally start with collateralized credit origination, uncollateralized credit origination with off-chain underwriting, and then from there start to bring collateral on-chain as well towards the end of.
Now, this is also a key moment where she says lending, because a lot of people will want to lend their XRP against collateral, right? This is something, again, that you can create passive income in the future with XRP. And I think this is one of the easiest way to actually make money on the XRP ledger, right? When you have a lot of XRP, you can literally just lend it against a percentage where you get your percentage back on the lended amount. So this is something that is crucial as well, that will bring in a lot of volume. So all of these things, guys, are all for the future. They are being built. Wow, 25% of XRP issued. New document shows Ripple's big plan for XRP. Ripple Labs plans to retain 25% of all XRP issued to fund operations and hopefully turn a profit, and distribute the rest to incent the participation of market makers, gateways, and consumers to utilize the protocol. Given that there is a finite number of XRP, as demand for XRP grows, the value of XRP should appreciate. In this manner, Ripple Labs believe that its incentives are aligned with those protocols users both want to protocol to reach its full potential and scale. Again, the reason that Ripple is also holding that kind of amount is because they want to fund big operations. This actually is still a big question mark. This is something that can be absolutely bullish. Ripple is a company that has a lot of liquidity. You can do a lot with a lot of liquidity. Why? Because the number thing that the world needs right now, and especially America, they need liquidity because they are in debt. think about all the problems that they have, it has all to do with liquidity. So it's just a form of interest. 16 days left until Gary Gensler resigns. This could mark the end of the Ripple versus SEC case. Again, another big milestone, another big catalyst for XRP to move. Why? This is all happening at the same time, by the way. And that is why I think this consolidation will remain until these events are happening, because they just go together, right? The big question is, will there be one big shakeout before we really move, which is also possible. Anyway, I am ready for everything. RLUSD stablecoin volume has surged to over $611 million in the past 24 hours, surpassing both PayPal and EuroC. As you can see, guys, it is a big number because EuroC and PayPal don't have that kind of volume. Ripple works with the Vatican. Have you wondered why in 2022 the Pope had insisted all funds to be returned to the Vatican? Maybe there's something bigger going on. Didn't we just learn the other day that Federal Reserve could delegate their funds to a company such as Ripple? Maybe audits of assets are being conducted with the global heads. Interesting thought. Let's take a look.
For about a year, I became involved in some of the more traditional sort of corporate philanthropic activities. And about 5 years ago, very early for a company of Ripple's size and stage, we decided to formalize Ripple's focus on impact and to create a team internally that worked on these 3 or 4 areas of focus.
And today we're going to focus on one of those pillars that you mentioned. Obviously, that's financial inclusion. So how does financial inclusion fit into what the company is doing?
So it's very central to what we do. Part of Ripple's founding idea was actually to democratize financial services. Our founder, Chris Larsen, sometimes talks about making globalization work for everyone, completing globalization. So what we're doing from a business standpoint is improving both individual and household economics through things like faster, cheaper, more reliable remittances. But we're also doing what we can through philanthropic funding, partnerships with nonprofits, central banks, universities, and even the Vatican. Generally partners who are interested in finally moving the needle on financial inclusion with big, bold applications of fintech. This stuff is hugely important to our founder, Chris Larsen, as mentioned, but it's also important to our board, our CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, and the entire leadership team. And we have a great swell of grassroots support within the rank and file of Ripple employees.
So as you can see, he mentioned the Vatican, and as you can see here, US Faster Payments Council, which is also related to the Federal Reserve, right? Everything is connected, guys. I'm hoping for some crypto XRP shock and awe executive orders. Let's take a look.
I've been told that it's going to be shock and awe as far as executive orders and all the lists of things. I've been told that it's going to be shock and awe as far as executive orders and all the lists of things that are going to happen on January 20th. And that
January 20th, guys, again, which is in 16 days, where Trump becomes real president, where Gary Gensler is going to be shown the door, right? So all of these moments, they're going to be so important, guys. They have a lot of impact on all these things. So as I mentioned, that the stablecoin has flipped both PayPal and EuroStable in 24-hour volume. I wanted to show you the numbers, which is here, 34 million here, as you can see. Here we can see PayPal, and here we can see EuroC. It is absolutely crazy with the 20-hour volume that Ripple USD is actually giving. And as we know, Ripple stablecoin could be very significant for the future. Despite numerous attempts to replace traditional financial services like SWIFT, Visa, central banks, none have gained significant traction except Ripple. Since 2012, Ripple has outlasted the competition, positioning itself as a credible alternative to SWIFT for cross-border payments. Now, this is what people don't understand. It's not going to be an alternative. It's going to complement SWIFT. It's going to make it better. It's going to complement the traditional payment system that we already have. As you can see now, when you pay with your phone, it's very easy and it's very fast. But all of it is still the back end of it is still not as it should be. And Ripple blockchain technology remains a faster, more efficient solution, as you can see. So here we can see that indeed several businesses have attempted to build commercial implementations of DLTs to compete with or replace national and international payment systems. Probably the best known example of this is Ripple, right? So it's not about replacing everything. It's about working together with what is already there and then changing it bit by bit. It is not about XRP will be doing everything. No, guys, that's not going to happen. It's going to be together with what we already have. And there is going to be more cryptocurrencies that are going to be relevant. Think of it as a net, as a connected network with different chains, right? So it's going to be very interesting. Thank you very much for watching the video. See you in the next one. Cheers.